Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Now I'm here with Jackie Stone, who is the president of the Northwest Gender Alliance. And Jackie's here to share with us what the NWGA does, who they are, what they're up to now, and then we'll take it from there and talk about how our community can support what's happening in the NWGA. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Deborah. I'm so excited to be here. This is wonderful. I haven't seen you in months.
This is true. This is true. You're doing all right? You're doing all right, though?
I'm hanging in there with all of life's challenges. My dog does support me, and lots of hobbies and projects, flower garden, vegetable garden, walking the dog, doing some reading, various trouble I can get into.
All right. Right on. Well, I'm glad you were able to join me. So let's talk a little bit about the NWGA for folks who don't know who you are, and what you do, and then let's talk a little bit about how what you do and the work that's happening is being impacted by the pandemic. So and then we can just start from there.
Well, I'm always amazed when somebody who's been local for a long time tells me that they've never heard of the NWGA. We've been around since 1980, at a time when it was dangerous to be trans and on the street. And so the group formed small parties in a home. They grew to a point where they would do large social events as a group. They were always, nobody came alone. Safety was very important, as is anonymity, and those principles still lie with us in our activity. Our primary activity now involves support, conversation, helping the people to know that they're not alone in their struggles, which so much of us have gone through at one point or another. We have social events, big Christmas party, Thanksgiving, other events around the year. And we have support groups. Up until recently, we had 4 support groups. One at the Q Center, 2 in Beaverton, one of which is a couples group, and a group in Vancouver. And we also support the Can Be Transgender Alliance.
Nice.
So we're expanding. And our goal was to add 2 to 3 more groups this year. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has really altered a lot of plans. We've had to pretty much go strictly Zoom, and we're able to have pretty good sized groups, conversations, people offering support when others are really upset and struggling. The real challenge today is isolation. It's deadly. And I really fear that. I am an introvert at heart. I prefer to be home. I prefer to have very little people coming at me. What am I doing being the president? I don't know. But I have to say, as an introvert, that social interaction is critical for my mental health. And when I don't do it for a while, I can definitely tell it with my mood. And I know it is much more so for the extroverts who feed off of interaction. So we have many challenges. Right now, we can't do the big social fun events. And we also have operated an outreach program where we do education for various groups. We've had activities, booths at Pride festivals, at Portland Pride, and many others. We did 6 last year. Our goal was 12 this year, and it all has to be postponed to next year, I hope.
Right, fingers crossed.
Yes.
Well, what that kind of moves me into, the community is really looking to stay engaged. And to your point, isolation is definitely a killer for lots and lots of folks. I'm hearing this from different areas. So you're not alone in that realm. How can the community best support our trans family, the NWGA itself, the work that you're doing, the work that you're going to do? How can they get involved? How can they donate? And just connect in general?
Okay. Well, I really encourage social interaction, whether it's text, phone call, email, Zoom, and other methods of communicating, not in person. Right now, our donations are down, and we still continue to have expenses. So we welcome donations at our website, nwgenderalliance.org.
Okay.
And there's a little donate button. If you want to be a member, there's a donate button there, or a membership button. And we really encourage people who are trans, who don't identify as they were identified in their youth at birth. We have a Facebook group, Northwest Gender Alliance on Facebook, have like 1,050 people on there, always welcoming more as long as they're respectful and caring about each other.
Right.
So, yeah, there's a lot of ways to support not just NWGA, but the whole transgender population.
Okay. And if anyone has questions and want to connect with you or connect with anyone who can provide more information about NWGA, what's the connection for that?
Okay, several ways. One can write to info at nwgenderalliance.org, ask questions, or they can ask questions on the Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
Or they can find me and send me a private message on Facebook.
Okay.
And if I can't answer it, I'll ask around, and if I still can't answer it, I'll do more research.
Right on. And finally, and this is the broad, vague question. If you had a message for the community right now, if you wanted to say something, whatever that happens to be, what would you say? What kind of message do you have?
Well, I'm kind of a pessimist right now when it comes to this COVID-19. We're not out of the woods. In fact, quite likely the worst is yet to come. And I hate to say that, but the numbers don't support a quick resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really, it's hard to say that, well, times are hard and scary right now. But better times will come. Eventually, better times, both health-wise and financial-wise, will come. And it's up to us to work towards making that reality true for everyone. So, again, I encourage folks to email, to call, to text, to Zoom. Share your love. Isolation is deadly, and we really, really need to support each other, demonstrate our love, get out those big ears and make them work extra hard, because when a person is isolated, they need somebody to listen, to hear, to feel. And this is one of the best ways right now we can share our love.
I agree. Well, thanks, Jackie, for joining us and talking about NWGA. sharing that's actually really strong message for the community to, you know, it's life is not, doesn't happen in rose-colored glasses, but there are still ways for us to connect and to support each other through whatever it is that's happening. Thanks again for joining me.
You know,
Uh-huh.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you.